Hello, as an exercise, I did the first step of a shopping cart, and here's the functionality. On the left, you have a shop, and on the right, you have a cart. If you click an item on the shop, it will add it to your cart, and if you click it on the cart, it will remove it from there. Here's a glimpse of how it works. First, I'm getting the information from the shop from Strapi. So I used Postman to get this code. I simply copy and paste using Axios, and I'm setting my shop list or my state with the response data that I receive from Strapi. So first we import everything, our shop, our cart, state, and Axios. Then we initialize the state, which is my shopping list and my cart list are the only things that we need. And then we render the page. Here's the title, and we have a shop on the left and a cart on the right. And I'm sending all the state into those components. Here's an extra step because the information that we get from Strapi it's encapsulated, meaning it's inside data.data.attributes. I did a small function to format that and get rid of all those labels. So let's move on into our shop and our cart components. First, let's see the shop. They are pretty much the same, shop and cart. So I made a common component which I named make table. So in the case of the shop, it's we send the shop list, and the button that it will create will do add to cart. In the case of the cart, we will send the cart list instead of the shop list, and the button will remove from the cart. So now let's see what make table does, which is just a table. Here's the table, and here's the table headers, make model, and the amount or stock, and all the rows. And all the rows simply get the list that it is receiving and will draw a row with a make, model, and the stock of each item. And the last item, it's the button that will do whichever we are asking it to do. In the case of the shop, it's the add to cart, as I said, and in the case of the cart, it will remove from the cart. So now let's see what the add to cart does and the remove from cart functions. Okay, so the add to cart function will check if the shop list item has a stock greater than 0. If that's true, it will reduce it or decrease it. And if the item already exists on the car, it will simply increase it. If it doesn't exist in the cart, it will create it and set it to 1. So that's pretty simple. And well, of course, it took me quite a while. And then let's see the remove from cart function. So this one will check which model we are returning into the shop or into the stock, and when we find it, it will increase the amount, and then it will remove it from the cart. If the stock is greater than 1, it will simply decrease it. Otherwise, it will remove it entirely. So I think that's all. Here's the remove. It will remove it, decrease it, and increase it on the other side, on the shop, and the opposite. Once we reach 0 here, it will add nothing else, and we can return the items into the shop. So that's all. I added a link into my GitHub account so you can copy or fork the code